Hi there, thank you for turning up on time. You'll be surprised how many clients don't do that. Yeah. So, let's get stuck straight in. You are here today and we're going to be doing a quick income and expenditure. Yeah, just a quick dive into your finances because you are trying to save up some money, is that right? Yeah, okay. Well, while I get that up, why don't we run through any questions that you have? Do you have any questions for me? No? Okay. How long will it take in today's appointment? 10-15 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward as long as you have brought all the information that we asked you. You have your paperwork there with you. Fantastic. Okay, great. So we'll just give you a little bit of information, a quick rundown of how we work, because we do work a little bit different to some of the other companies out there. So we don't have just one flat fee that we charge you for our services. How we work instead is we take a percentage of the final total that you're trying to save. So for instance, if you're trying to save £1,000, our rate is typically 15%. If you're trying to save anything under £10,000, if you're looking to save over £10,000, our rate is 20% of that. We do incorporate budgeting for our fees within your budget that we create for you. Okay? So can I just confirm the amount that you are wanting to save? We have £8,000 here, is that correct? Yeah. Okay. And the period in which you're wanting to do that over is 6 months. Is that also correct? Fantastic. And it's for a vacation, yeah? Well, that sounds like some vacation. Where do you plan on going? Amazing. Okay. So we'll just go straight into the questions. We'll get stuck in. If there is any area that you are unsure of, or you're not entirely sure on the fees, or you don't understand the question, anything like that, please let me know because I can elaborate on everything within this, okay? Okay. So my first question, we're going to be looking at your income. That doesn't necessarily relate to just your job, but we'll cover different things within that, okay? And we'll see if we can get me that Chloe back. Sorry, no, I said we'll see if we can get you that vacation to be had. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, your income after taxes from your first job, your main job. Okay. And that's after taxes, that's your take-home pay. Okay, great. And do you have a second job at all? Okay, and how much do you make from that? After taxes again. Okay, that's a great starting point, yeah. And do you get any regular income from a regular overtime that you put in? Or is it a little bit ad hoc? Yeah, most overtime is, but some almost have it where it's not in their contracted hours, but it's almost guaranteed that they will get it. Okay, that's great. So, do we have any other forms of income? By that we mean, are you on any form of benefits that you receive? Okay. Do you receive any child maintenance? Okay. Any fees from any pensions? Okay. And then investments. So, do you have any stocks, shares, anything such as crypto? Make any money off at all? Okay. And how much do we have there? Okay. Perfect. And any second home rental, or do you rent out any rooms, anything like that? Okay. I mean, you could, if you have the space to, you could absolutely rent out a a room, it would definitely go towards that. That vacation. Yeah, that vacation. Yeah, it would definitely go towards the vacation. Or if you wanted anything like a new Dyson hairdryer, because your hairdryer had broken, it would fund that, absolutely. Okay. Let's look at your expenses now. I think this is the important bit on getting us what we want, what you want, is the important bit in getting you what you want. Yeah, okay. Mortgage. How much is your mortgage per month? Okay. And your council tax, do you pay that monthly? Yeah, you budget for that monthly. How much is that? Okay. And your water bill, you pay that monthly as well? Okay, fantastic. And your broadband? Okay. And student loans, do you have any student loans that you pay monthly at all? Yeah, you do normally start paying them back after you earn a certain amount. And a car payment. What car do you drive? Okay. No problem. And health, car and house insurance. Are they all covered? And do you pay that monthly? Okay, great. And do you have a phone line, a mobile phone line? How much are you paying for that monthly? Okay, great. So that's a contract. How long do you have left on that contract? Okay. Let me just look at a few figures. I won't be a moment. Okay. Okay, so just from this first section, we can look at a few ways to cut down money straight away there. And I mean, the gas and electricity. Do we really need so much electricity? Have we really looked into that? I mean, what do you have for breakfast? You have a banana smoothie. Okay. So you make that smoothie. You have the bananas and you make the smoothie. Yeah. Okay, see, so I mean, really, that's a waste of electricity, because you could just eat the banana. You could just chew the banana, and if you chew enough, it's going to taste like a banana smoothie, right? You do that every morning for 6 months, and I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain that will go at least halfway to paying for a Dyson hairdryer. Sorry, what? No, I didn't say no. No, I said vacation. You heard Dyson hairdryer? No, I said vacation. Yeah, I don't know what you're hearing, but I said vacation. Who wants a Dyson hairdryer other than me? Okay, and your phone service as well. Let's just move on. Your phone service. So you're on contract because you have the latest phone. Yeah, I see your phone there. What model is that? Yeah, I thought so. So you have the latest phone. Do you really need that? Do you really need that? Because I have down here, you're paying £60 a month for that phone line, right? And a lot of that will be paying back for the actual handset, correct? Yeah. So £60 a month is a lot of money. Like over 10 months, you're paying over £600. Do you actually know what that would get you? £600 would get you the Chloe beach bag, would get you a beach bag. Get you a beach bag for your vacation. It wouldn't get me a Chloe beach bag that I have been looking at for 6 months. But it would get you a beach bag for your vacation. Just consider that. I've heard there's some really good deals on Nokia 3310s. I'm just saying, that's a possibility. It really just depends how much you want that vacation, doesn't it? Okay, so your second line expenses. So see the things that are important, but you could probably maybe do without. But then I would say you could do without a banana smoothie each morning, so I guess it's each to their own. So lunches, when you're at work, how much are we spending on them per day? Okay, and do you get a Starbucks, a Costa coffee, anything like that on your way to work? Okay, and weekly, is that something you're doing every morning? How much are you spending there? Okay, good. And your food shop, how much are we spending on your food shop? Okay, perfect. And then your petrol to work. So your petrol is a month, how much are you spending monthly on that? Okay. And your petrol to work, how much is that? Okay, so that's a good chunk. So you're not really using it on a weekend. You tend to be using it through the week mostly. So that is to get to work and back, right? Okay. Okay, and do you have any hobbies? Okay, but your husband is golf. And how much does he spend on that a month? 300. Okay. So do you get 300 as well? Do you get 300 of the budget? Because if he's taking 300 and you combined your salaries, correct? Yeah. So if he's taking 300, do you also get a £300 allowance that we could that you could get your vacation with? Because I mean, we would really like to go to Paris with that. It wasn't Paris she was going to. I don't know why I said Paris, although I've heard Paris is really good, and it's it's not because I'm trying to go to Paris with my Chloe beach bag. It's not because of that at all. But I feel like you should probably ask your husband if you can have a £300 allowance as well. I think that would really benefit the budget for your vacation. Okay, let's have a look where else we can save some money. Okay, so we have this. Okay. Maybe if we could cancel the. So we could get okay, so I have another idea. You didn't seem too sold on the idea of getting a Nokia 3310, but that's fine, I have a different idea. So you're spending nearly £100 a month in petrol to go to work, right? And you're also spending £50 a month on your gym membership. So you could save £150 per month if you just walked to work. It's 10 miles. Run, even better. Run to work. So you could save £150 if you just run to work instead of driving to work and then driving to the gym. Can you see my logic here? So you drive to work, you work, you drive to the gym, you work out. But we don't do that. We run to work and then we run home, and then we don't need the gym because we run to work and we run home, which is running 20 miles per day. And I mean, if you need any motivation, just think about the Chloe Beach bag, just think about the Dyson hairdryer, just think about your vacation, and just think about your vacation. Yeah, your vacation. Think about your vacation, and that you will easily run 20 miles a day. I should think it would. I mean, I think you've got to ask yourself, because you don't seem very committed to our dreams. Yeah, you don't seem very committed to our dreams, and I think you've got to ask yourself, how much do you really want it? Yeah, because I mean, I know how much I want this for you. Yeah, at the moment it looks like neither one of us are getting a vacation, doesn't it? It looks like I won't be lying on a beach in Paris with my Chloe Beach bag because somebody doesn't want to run to work. But hey ho. Okay, well, I think what we should do, I think we've kind of discussed enough at this point for us to kind of mull it over and work on where we go next and our next steps. Maybe we have to scale back our goals. Maybe your goals, our goals for you. Maybe we need to do that. I'll take this away and go back to the drawing board and realign our goals, and I'll come back to you, okay? Is that okay? Perfect. Okay.